So here we are, the match that many consider to be French football's ultimate game. PSG against Marseille is a contest of contrasts. Nouveau riche against the old guard, you might even say. Whatever the background, however, the personnel on the pitch and the passion in the stands should ensure that this is a cracker. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So here we go then, with two clubs who have had such a large share of success in French football in the recent past, but whose roots could barely be any more different.
Well, two teams that are a lot further away than normal derbies, shall we say, but it's one of these games that you know will get fiery no matter what happens, as there are so many underlying factors, Peter, as to how this rivalry came into prominence. It's almost impossible not to when there's a political and economic edge to it all.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, I'm a real fan of this guy, Ruben Dias. Portugal do have the reputation, not just of producing great wingers, but great centre-halves too. And I see him as the latest in line. OK, he can be quite conservative, and he won't wow you with inch-perfect long-range passes, but he's incredibly solid.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Semenyo. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bellingham. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Now it's Isak. Isak. Always onto this. Isak. Foot in. Kimmich.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Semenyo. Gets a good foot in there. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. He's felt that, hasn't he? Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Marseille! Marseille have the lead! Minimal lapse, maximum punishment. How that hurts.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
And that's a dangerous ball. And it's Bellingham. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Tries to play it through. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get on the end of this? And a chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Paris Saint-Germain certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking. Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Pedri. Looking for options. Shot a goal! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Eder Militao, bustling and very visible inside the box.
Yeah, whether it's knockdowns or headers, you'll know he'll fight for it.
Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's tidy. And the shot!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. No, not quite on the same wavelength. He's a sharp little ball here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Eder Militao.
Paris Saint-Germain certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And it's Hakimi. Hakimi making good progress on the right-hand side. Opts to play it back. Pedri was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mendes kept his eye on it, and he's there. Kimmich. Hakimi.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
And it's Kimmich. Pedri. This looks promising. Great chance! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Paris Saint-Germain currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Oh, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And here is the first touch of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Bellingham! Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. They've played it short. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. And it's Pedri. Pedri! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. It's a searching pass. That looks a cracking ball. He's in, and he shoots! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Changement.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Nice interception, well timed. And it's been taken short. That's good play. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Chooses to go cross-field.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And it's made its way to him. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's nice. And that is headed for the middle. Musiala, it's a really well-measured ball. Thuram. Paris Saint-Germain perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Semenyo has given away a free kick.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
À leur place, le numéro
And it's
14.
Kimmich.
Le numéro 18.
Hakimi is onto this, and he's gone backward here. Now it's Thuram.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Kimmich. Ball played for Dembele. Thuram. Saka. And it's Rice. Bruno Fernandes looking understandably energised after his goal. He's hit it long, but astray. Now it's Thuram, played back. Ruben Dias. Marquinhos. Eder Militao cuts it out. And here's Thuram. Nice control. Steaming on. He's had a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner. Dembele plays it short. It's a throw-in. Great ball, and he's in here. And this is Dembele! And a goal! Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Gabriel promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Semenyo. Paris Saint-Germain could be just about done here.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
And it's Musiala. And he's well positioned here.
Paris Saint-Germain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Alexander-Arnold. Saka is in a really good position out wide. Nuno Mendes.
Il y aura
Nuno
4
Mendes.
minutes de temps additionnel.
And the pass is intercepted. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's picked out the run. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that is it, a real high-octane conclusion. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become